Out to you about this training camp that Beaver had just through a couple days versus what those teams did around that same time?
I think all those teams that I've been on in the past that I've won have been super communicative. And the leadership comes from the people on the court, not always the coaches having to get on us. And I think we've seen that. I don't know what practices were like last year, but I think with the addition of a lot of us vets, we're not really coming in and kind of waiting to speak. You know that you have, wisdom and advice to give, and so you want to give it. But the beautiful thing too is that our younger players speak too. It's not just if you're older you get a say. Everybody has some knowledge to give, and we all respect one another's voices, and we all work hard. So it's just made it super fun. But yeah, I think those are the things that are similar.
You like that environment? You prefer that too?
Yeah.
Being a veteran on that team?
Yeah, I like a mixture. I think both have their pros, but I think the mixture that we have is really good because you got young players that are hungry and competitive, and they want to be great, and you have veterans who have proven themselves in this league, and some that have won, and so it's a really good combination, just to have everybody be hungry in different ways.
Steph said her message on Saturday was unity. What stood out to you about that message leading into day one of camp?
Just that we got to do it together. Steph and the assistants have, made it one of our mottos to just stack the days, and get better, 1% better every day. And I think us doing that together and being united is going to help us get to a point later in the season where all right, we've had these tough practices, so now these games are really not cake, but it's much easier than the situations that we've been put in practice. So yeah, you need unity, as a team, obviously.
I think an underrated skill that you have is your ability to sort of bring communities together, especially through social media. And I'd love to know how you're talking to the players off the court, what you're trying to teach them, how you're keeping it fun but focused.
Yeah. I think that's just always been my thing. Any environment that I'm in, I want us to work for whatever the main goal is and whatever the ultimate goal is, but in the route to get in there, you can lose the reason why you do all of this if you're not having fun. It just becomes work, which is, it's true, it is a job, but when you're having fun, it's way easier to keep pushing through the tough parts or the tough days. And so I want to always remind my teammates, just remember why you started doing this and why you show up every day. And on days where you're not feeling your best, pick somebody else up. It helps you to get outside of yourself. And just for the new players, rookies or just players who are new to camp, just checking on them to make sure that they're good, because when you're playing tight and worried about being cut, you're usually not being your best self because you're so just worried about what you feel might inevitably happen. And so, just trying to make sure everybody's loose. Yeah.
What have you thought of Indianapolis so far?
It's been cool, but I haven't been able to do a lot, to be honest. I'm kind of tired after workout, so I've just been going home. But I'm gonna find time to explore more. People have been saying that Carmel is a cool place to go to for restaurants and stuff too. So I'm gonna probably be comparing restaurants here to out there, and just trying to get out in the community and see what there is to offer. You got recommendations about something?
The Garage has been name dropped already. That's
the
a pretty
Garage?
Good spot. Yeah, off of Mass Ave. It's a big food hall.
Okay,
That
good
one's
to
been
know.
Recommended. Yeah.
Okay.
Boca has a really good happy hour if you're into that kind of thing, orange juice spritzes,
You trying to get me drunk?
No, I'm just making offers.
Man.
About the same age, you gotta be young or whatever. Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. Garage. Okay, I got it.
So what brought you here? What drew you to Indianapolis in this opportunity?
The people. I'm all about the people and the relationships wherever I go, and I got a great vibe from Amber Cox. I heard great things about Stephanie. Obviously knew who she was as a player, but and then just the players that I knew and the players that were coming, it just made it very enticing to me, and it has proven to be a great choice so far.
What's your message to a fan base that also has high expectations? They see this team, the established veterans, the young potential, and they say, look at this team, there's no way we can't win it all this year. So message for fans who are just as have high expectations like you guys do.
Yeah. I think, be confident like that, but give grace too. Even the great teams, they're gonna drop some games. There are lulls in season sometimes, but I think, just be excited about the people that we have here. That's what I would say. Do your best to to find out more about the players, because then it'll make you excited about supporting this team even more and cheering for them when they get out there. But yeah, I think their excitement is appropriate, and we do have high expectations for ourselves as well. So it's just gonna be a fun season. We can't wait to see them.